What's up, my ninja? It's your boy, Dan Go, and I'm here in my brand spanking new gym in Markham, Ontario, and you are watching the first episode of Metabolic Mondays. So the whole concept of Metabolic Mondays is just this. I want to share with you all the workouts that I do with all of my fat loss clients, and I also want to share with you a lot of the little nutrition tricks that we learn along the way, because you know, when you have hundreds of people going through your gym on a daily basis, you get to figure out, you know, what works for each and every person in regards to their individual lifestyle. So along the way, we picked up a lot of tips, you know, including a lot of eating tips. And yeah, that's exactly what it is. You know, my purpose on here is to get you into the best shape possible. So this is what Metabolic Mondays are going to be about. Every single Monday, we're going to be coming out with a video, starting with this one right here. So let's do this. What is up? Welcome to the first inaugural episode of Metabolic Mondays. So what we're doing today is going to be 2 exercises that you're going to be doing for the full workout. The very first exercise you're going to be doing is called a complex. Okay, so you probably heard about these before. You do a circuit, you're never letting go of the implement. In my case, the implement is going to be a dumbbell, and pretty much you're trying to cycle through the circuit as fast as possible. Second thing that we're going to be doing is called 10-minute fat burner, and pretty much it's just a density circuit where you're trying to use different types of equipment and going through a set of reps, going through a set of sets, and trying to complete as much as possible within that 10-minute allotted time. Okay, so very first exercise we're going to be doing is called it's going to be the complex. Okay, so the complex is you're never letting go of the implement. One thing you have to make sure with the complexes is you're always monitoring your form, and you're always focusing on the muscles you're using, because these can get a little exhausting further on into the circuit, and when you get exhausted, we all start to compensate by doing different movements or even using different muscles to lift the weight up. Okay, we want to make sure we focus on the main muscles that we're using, and we're also getting through these with as good a form as possible just to avoid injury. So first one is complexes. We're going to be doing a curl to press. That's the first one. Second thing is a front squat. Third is a bent over row, and the very fourth one is called a perfect burpee. So let's do this right now. And if you do this at home, you'll be doing 3 sets of 10 repetitions each. I'm just going to go through 5 just to give you kind of an idea of how these exercises are completed. All right. First exercise is called the curl to press. I'll go to my side just to make sure you can make sure I'm keeping my body straight. And we're going up like this. We're going to go 1, only doing 5, 2, 3, 4, one more, 5. And then we transition into a front squat. I'm going to go down into 1. I'm going to go to my side just to show you. Down into 2. Knees never going past the toes. 3, 4, and one more. 5. Second one, actually third one, it's going to be a bent over row. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the last one, burpee. I'll go down, arms and legs wide at all times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, you notice that I only did 5 repetitions and I'm already out of breath. I'm a little sweaty, but that's a good thing. So, with these exercises, obviously you want to get a weight that challenges you, because if you're not out of your breath by the time you're done these complexes, then you're probably not doing it hard enough. So, let's get into the second exercise that we're doing. It's going to be a 10-minute circuit. Let's go. Alright, so we are into the next circuit for Metabolic Mondays. And the second circuit that we do with my clients, and I love doing them, is called a 10-minute density circuit. So you're going to get an amount of reps to do per each exercise, and you're going to go through the circuit, and you're going to try to get through as many as possible within the 10 minutes. So you're going to time yourself down, and you're going to try to get as many circuits done as possible within the 10 minutes. So the very first exercise that we're doing, okay, is going to be a kettlebell high pull, Okay, second exercise we're going to be doing is called a, what's it called? A high-low wood chopper. The next exercise right here is going to be a prone tuck and a pushback. And the very last exercise that we're going to be doing for the Metabolic Monday is going to be just a simple chin-up. Alright, so with these exercises, I want you to go through at least 10 of them. Again, we're going with the same rep scheme. Go through 10 of these, go through 10 of the kettlebells, you're going to go through 10 of the high-lows, you're going to go through 10 of the TRXs, and then you're going to go through 10 of the chin-ups. Okay, and I'll also give you, while we're doing the exercise, I'll give you substitutes that you can use, alright? So the first exercise is going to be a kettlebell high pull. Okay, we're going to drop down, and all we're doing is lifting up. 1, 2, generating power from the hips to lift it up. 3, 4, and 5. Kettlebell high pulls, you're going to be doing 10 of those. Next exercise is going to be a high-low wood chopper. So what you're doing is you're going to make sure your body's straight. Try to keep this arm as straight as possible. Now you can use a cable machine for this as well. You can attach like one of those rope pulleys to it, and that should be fine. My toe is always gonna, this back toe right here is always gonna pivot. So every time I turn, I'm gonna be turning with my hips, and I'm gonna be chopping down. So we're gonna be doing 5. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And remember to do 10 on each side of that one. Next exercise is going to be right here. Now you can do this with a stability ball as well. You don't need to use a TRX, but the TRXs are really cool because they keep you suspended, and they also make sure that the core is really challenged in this exercise. So you're going to be doing a prone tuck pushback. It's going to be 10 again. You're going to be putting these things on your toes. I hope you can see me. And all we're doing is going on our elbows, lifting up. We're going to do a prone tuck. 1. We're going to push back. 2. There's 2. 3. 4. 5. With this exercise, with this particular exercise, you want to make sure that when you're pushing back on that you're not only pushing your abs out, you're not only making them strong, but you're also squeezing your butt cheeks as you push yourself back, because that's going to save your lower back, 1, and plus, you know, the posterior chain, it includes your glutes and includes your core, so you want to make sure that you're using everything in that exercise for this TRX or the stability one. Alright, the last exercise is just going to be a chin up. Alright, you can use a assisted chin up, or you can do lat pull downs if it's at your gym. Okay, the last one's going to be right here. I think you can see me. Alright, and we're going in 1, 2, just 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to time yourself for 10 minutes. You're going to go through 10 reps of each exercise, and that's it. After the 10 minutes, you're completely done that set. So first exercise, or the first circuit of the Metabolic Monday, is the complexes. The second one is going to be the 10-minute circuit, and that's your Metabolic Monday workout. Come at me with any comments or any questions or anything like that, and every single week we're coming out with a video, every single Monday. You have my promise on that. So this is Dan Go, the Fat Loss Ninja, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.